morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a good morning so far. And it's honestly a little bit of a calm morning so far. I know the market's down about 1/3% here, but hey, when you think about what we've been seeing over the past week and a half here, I mean, that's not that much. That's basically having a flat day when the market's been opening up or down 1.5%, 2%. So let's see what we get today. We do have a couple of really good post-earnings setups ready to go. Now, if this market can hang on today and does not aggressively do anything crazy, I mean, upside would actually be kind of better. But if it does hang on, we could be in for a really fun week next week, especially if we can break above that 10 EMA there on the daily for ES. Now, again, I mean, there's not really much going on. Yields are coming down a little bit. Nailed TBT. I mean, that was that was so easy. You guys can do whatever you want with that trade now. You can sell it, you can hold it, you can do whatever. You can move stops, break even, sell a little bit, do whatever you got to do. That thing has been running. I think it hit that over 1 to 2 risk to reward yesterday. For me, even with giving it all that extra room. So that was another great one. Again, guys, we're just going to keep doing what we do over here. Keep it simple and just make money. That's it. None of this other nonsense out there. We trade, and this is what you guys really have to realize. And I mean, I don't talk about it this way very much, but this is, if you were to think about what the large institutional traders or people who are taking these types of positions at these institutions, the way that we do it is exactly how they do it. And I haven't really kind of gone through this logic before with everybody, but I want you guys to think about it like this. This is another way to think about day trading versus swing trading, because I was tweeting about this last night. What the reason why, obviously, that these large institutions don't day trade, well, is one, they have the ability to make those high frequency trading algorithms that have been worked on for like 15 years by a bunch of Harvard or Stanford, MIT PhDs. So they have those. Those are going to scalp, and they're basically going to traverse the spread, and they're going to be fine. But there's a couple of other reasons why. Well, one, there's not really an edge. Two, is the sizing that they would need to take is never, ever, ever going to work. So think about it like this. I talk about this long-term vision with you guys all of the time. We all have to have the long-term vision because we all want to keep compounding our money in the future, forever, in perpetuity. So why would we engage in something that's going to have a ceiling? Why would we do that? Why would we ever want to do that? You would never, ever logically say, oh, we're gonna engage in something that, one, doesn't really have a good edge, and then have a ceiling on it. When you could just trade the way that these large institutional traders are going to be actually trading, not this nonsense. I laugh so hard when I see this on social media all the time, guys, when people are like, oh, I trade like the banks. No, you don't. You think a bank is sitting there being like, oh, look, we're day trading here. No. Oh my God, it's crazy. So, team, little bit of a rant to start off the day, but it is that time of day again, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are saying good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, I'd love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the stream, or if you're coming back after a while, let me know. I'd love to either welcome you or welcome you back. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot with the YouTube algorithms over here, getting these streams out, helping people actually build the skills that they actually need in order to make money long-term in this market. So let's see who we got over here. Let's see. Do we have any slackers on the like button? It's a Friday. I know. It could be interesting. It could be a little bit of a slacking over here. Oh, let's see. Oh, you guys are slacking. You guys are slacking. All right, let's see. A-Rock, Samuel, Daily, Taylor, Rogue, Dr. Bob, Alfie, Todd, Romeo, Eddie, Starsky, Tommy, A-Rock again, William, BTD, Alfie. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. David, good morning from the Czech Republic. What's up, man? How you doing? You got a few tickers. All right, Alfie, let's take a look at them. I have a couple as well. RKT. I think this one could be a really fun one. All right, let's see. Moonwalking, you're Nick. I remember this. You're Nick from yesterday when everybody started calling me Nick. I'm not Nick. All right, let's see. DG, isn't that Quest Diagnostics? Yeah, that doesn't look bad. UHS. I think these are going to be a lot of healthcare. Yep. AME. Nah, I don't like this one. BALL. Let's take a look at these. I'm not the biggest fan of that one. Is this Kellogg? Okay, now it's called Kellanova. I don't know what that is, but good for them, I guess. I mean, yes, but it's a little, the range is, I mean, it's too far extended right now. Josh, good morning. Good morning, Ryan. Time to re-enter TLT. I'm not touching it yet, but I am interested in RKT. So, I mean, if it does start to rip, I mean, hold on. Oh, A-Rock's got tickers too. Oh dear, CLSK. And if I miss any of these, just DM me those guys because I'm gonna be on a train for like a million hours today. So just let me know. I'll take a look at them. Is this CLSK? Not a fan of this one. Oh wait, yeah, no, they had earnings and all like that. Mara, probably not. Alfie, what are these? Oh yeah, Coupang on the monthly. I like that's like, isn't that like Chinese Amazon? But they already have it's Chinese something. I forget exactly what it is. 3M setting up again. We did come down. Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. I like this. Oh, I like this one, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I mean, I already gave you guys an over 400% trade this week. Let's see if we can get another one. I mean, we have EXPE and Sweet Green are going to be the two that we're looking at for post earnings. All right. Hey, Rock, that's a lot of tickers. All right, hold on. Southern Company. I know this one. CBRE, we already take a look at. Dash would be an interesting one because they had earnings. Yeah, let the 10 catch up. General Mills. Meh. GEHC. Oops, that's not it. What's this? Not a fan. ALNY. Oh, you guys are coming in with the tickers this morning. Okay. CBRE. I kind of like this one. It's not my favorite. This is real estate, CBRE. So how's XLRE doing this morning? Not bad. Where's XLU? Utilities. That's actually interesting. Where's NEE? NEE could be ready for round two. NEE might be ready for round two here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good one. I think Todd nailed that one for 500%. I wish I went shorter dated on my expirations. I went September's and I was up like, I think 180%, which was good, but it could have been a little better. Lockheed starting to set up. Yeah, I took a little stab at it yesterday and then I just cut it at like break even. I was like, I don't want this. Same thing with PG, even though it's up this morning. Again, I don't really have a whole lot of trust in this market right now. So I'm more focused on the macro trades and then playing the post earnings moves. And then if something looks really good, like the sector as a whole, like an NEE XLU, then I'll go for that. I really need to see some confirmation out of the market in order for me, because again, the Lockheed setup is off of like, it's off of like war escalation. You're an LMT. Yeah, I just cut it. I was like, I don't really want it. It looks, I think, good this morning. I mean, I'm probably going to kick myself for cutting it. Yeah, 552.80. That's not bad. It just moves like a wild person. Same thing with PG. It's like, what's the actual thesis for it? Remember, yes, obviously we're going to be looking in the, no, I'm not in either of them. Obviously, I'm going to be looking for the setups, but I have to have a thesis for it. And that's why I like to tell everybody, like, yeah, like this is, you have to understand the big picture in order for you to have that like higher confidence and be able to have success long term. You can't just come in and be like, oh, look, chart. You just answered. Yeah, no, I don't have them. I'd be fine with re-entering them. Like I basically cut them at break even, but I'm not, it's been a good week. I don't really feel the need to do much, you know? You know? Like the shorted puts on oh, that's nice. The shorted puts on Palantir did very well. Which one? LG? Yeah, I know LG. LG loves Lockheed. I honestly think that might be the only ticker that LG trades. It's just Lockheed. He just crushes it. And again, team, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I don't want to see any slackers on a Friday. I mean, we're killing it. As usual, guys. Like, what do you guys expect? This is hilarious. Like, we have what? We usually get like, I don't know, 500 or something people watch it. If I wish everybody like knew how to trade like this, because then nobody would be losing and struggling in the market. They wouldn't. Do not see a thesis with LMT in the conflict. Okay, remember, all right, I do, but my thesis is not like, my thesis tells me that it doesn't happen now. All right. That's the issue. My thesis is that the actual big escalation, if it's going to happen, is not now, it's after November. There's a very specific reason for it. I can't, it's like the I think we're going to get I think it's possible, let's just put it this way. I think it's possible that we get dragged into something, but it doesn't make sense for the thing that's going to drag us in. I'll put it this way. The thing that could potentially drag us into participating more in these conflicts, it doesn't make sense for it to happen pre-November because of the administration changes. You wouldn't want to do something, drag it, and then it switches. So that's my idea. So that's kind of why I'm like, well, the setup looks decent. I think it could be a good one. But if that's going to be my overarching thesis for the Feds, well, I can't really go crazy with it now, if that makes sense. That's like the most mild way that I can put the thesis. All right. A-Rock, BAX. I mean, I can take a look at some of these. That's setting up. TRU. Not biggest fan of that one. BMRN would be interesting. That, I mean, I'd be interested. A lot of healthcare tickers. DGX we already looked at. CHE. A lot of healthcare. A lot of healthcare, man. I freaking hate trading healthcare. This one looks like it wants to invalidate here. But all right, guys, we have Sweet Green and we have Expedia. So these are the two that I'm really looking to go after today. So that was a fun trade in here. But like remember yesterday how we had like 7 tickers just blasting off at earnings and then none of them validated. So we didn't get any opportunity on the post earnings setups yesterday. That's fine. Let's see if we can catch one today. Sweet Green's looking really good. Yeah, well, it's up 29%. So this is an interesting one. It's got a lot of room to the upside here. Restaurant, I mean, this is going to be interesting. Honestly, I don't know. 40 is probably where I'd go with it. That's probably where I go and try to get something like a UPST type move. I mean, UPST is kind of still going here a little bit. That was a great one. That was the 400 something percenter I handed you guys out on what? Tuesday? Monday? Whatever that was. Wednesday. Just kidding. So, yeah, and guys, we're going to be live every single day in August and a little bit in September too. So again, make sure you guys turn notifications on for the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't followed the new Twitter account yet, make sure that you guys are, because that is my only Twitter account now. If you guys think you're following me on Twitter, you're probably not. Here you go. It is Short the VIX 2. I'll throw that link in here. And again, Discord's launching. It's probably going to be right at the end of August, beginning of September there. So I hope you guys are excited. You guys all have that discount code to hop in, get all of the existing education, and make sure that you're locking in your spot to be able to get the Discord for free, not have to pay monthly. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Really just Sweet Green and Sweet Green and Expedia are the two that I want. If the market wants to screw around today, fine. I'm actually really going to be paying attention to this thing on the daily today, just because of where we are. Look at ES on the daily and where the 10 is. Look, we're just rejecting off of the 10. If we can shift up, close above, and then kind of consolidate above it, I mean, that would give me a good understanding of, all right, we might be moving back to the upside. Here's the other thing. XAU, I don't really, I'm not going to look at it in terms of like XAU USD. The only time that I was kind of this past weekend when you got that Saturday and Sunday candle that I wanted to see, but I look at it as GLD because that's what I'm going to be trading. And then what do you look at in some stocks to be eligible for a good move? I mean, it's complicated, but the most basic way that I can explain it is up, flat, up. You start to see a stock make a big move up and flatline, I get very, very, very googly eyed and excited about that. I actually agree with you there, Vix, about the conflict. I'll probably set your stops to break even today. Well, it's still Alfie. It still could go. It still could go. I just like to have a better thesis. Also, I hope all of you guys saw that Twitter thread yesterday that I posted. That is like the most important thing. Swing King course is worth it alone. Bardistas, I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, it is. So those two. Oh, wait, I don't think I have it pinned to the top of the live chat there. Oops. Let me pin it. There you go. So now it's pinned to the top of the live chat. You get the 20% off code. There's the link for you guys that still need to hop in. SOUN reported earnings. Did it move? That's a weird one. Soundhound, like, no, we're not. We wouldn't. What do we do on this? This is nothing. And some of you guys that are new, you guys are going to get used to this, but I'm very, very, very picky as to what I trade and don't trade and the setups that I look for. Very picky, which is honestly why me and everybody that's taken the education and is here all the time has so much success, because again, we just focus on less trades, more profits, and just understanding that Well, it doesn't make sense for us to allocate capital to like D minus setups when we could just wait for A plus setups, if that makes sense. But going back on the macro view, if you're everybody should be like hoping to whatever you pray to that all of this data that's going to be released over the next month comes out hot. We need a little bit of a hot CPI. We need less people filing for unemployment benefits. We need growth a little bit higher. Not anything crazy, but we do need that. Why? These rate cut expectations are way too overblown. Way too overblown. if we if we start seeing cool data, low CPI, hot unemployment, low growth, that's really bad right now. Really, 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 really bad. It's like the analogy I think in there is the most important one. It's like the kid that's being told by their parent that we're not going to McDonald's, we're just going to have dinner at home. But the kid is sitting there like, "No, I don't think we're doing that." It's like they better figure it out by the time that we get home or else there's going to be a big temper tantrum when they get served whatever they get served at home and not getting McDonald's. Like this is if anybody has questions on it, please ask because I've broken it down a few times. We've talked about it. There's the Twitter thread about it. Um, it's just like you can't have these rate cut expectations saying that we're going to cut by either a percent or like 1.25% by the end of the year, and that's just completely not feasible. We're not doing that. And if they are correct, you blow up the carry trade. That's the thing. It's like, okay, if you guys are correct, and that's why I had that problem with that UPenn professor, I think it was UPenn, saying that he thinks that we should do a 75 basis point emergency rate cut. Like he doesn't realize, and that's the thing. It's like these people who like think they know what they're doing, they just don't. Like you have a UPenn professor that doesn't see this. That doesn't see this issue that we've been talking about for like what the past 4 months with Japan. If they did an emergency rate cut of like 75 basis points right now, the market is going to drop like 15%. The carry trade blows up. Here's the other thing, and this is another thing I want you guys to realize too. I was talking about this yesterday. I don't think it was with you guys. I think it was with other people, but um JP Morgan coming out and saying that the carry trade is like 50% or 75% unwound. Think about it like this. If that was the case, yeah, Jeremy Siegel. I have to look into that individual and see. He could just be like a random professor that's not even like a economist or something, but which is possible, but I don't think that's the case. All right, so JP Morgan saying that the carry trade is like 50 to 75% unwound. All right. Why is Japan then not raising interest rates more or signaling that they will? Because if that's not the issue, why wouldn't they signal that they're going to raise more? Why not? If for somehow we're gonna rant a lot today, I think. If somehow the 10-year long, wildly overlevered, massive yen carry trade got somehow all unwound in a week, 3 days, basically. Why aren't they signaling that they're gonna raise rates more? So it's nonsense. It's not fully unwound. It's not. It just isn't. Um, he's an economist and frequent contributor on CNBC. That's hilarious. I just like that's comical that he's saying that. But okay, so that's the first part of the thesis. But I'd still recommend you guys going to read this Twitter thread. The first part of it is okay. If those rate cut expectations are correct, what happens? Carry trade blows up, market dies. Market completely capitulates. We got a lot of slackers on the like button today. Oh boy. I'm giving you guys some of the greatest alpha in the game right now. Oh, nope. And that's the thing. Nobody else on these like social media platforms has any idea what's happening right now. All the people that you see like the most popular like trading content creators have literally no idea what they're talking about. They just don't. And that's fine. If it works for them, it works for them. It's probably not going to work long term. But here's the second part of the thesis. Now, if they're wrong, which they are on the rate cut expectations, they are wrong. We're not getting like a point and a quarter by the end of the year. That's insane. And you also have to have the data remain about where it is. It signals giant recession fears. What happens if they don't get what they want and the recession fears are still there? They sell anyway. So that's why I'm saying You have to have the data be a little bit like cool, and you have to have a little or hot CPI basically, maybe, or at expectations would be fine as well because they're still taking off some of the data from 12 months ago. So right in line would be fine, I think. You can't have unemployment spike, and you also can't really have growth tank. The first reading on GDP was fine, but and here's the other thing. Look at this. Yesterday, what time is this? 8:30 a.m. yesterday. What happened? Like what happened yesterday at 8:30 a.m.? Think about it. Jobs report. What did the jobs report say? Less people filing for unemployment benefits than initially thought. Oh, all right. So that stifles those recession fears. And boom, you rip all that. Exactly, initial claims and continuing claims. You want to learn about all of this? Yeah, so we're going to do a lot of this in the Discord as well. Like it's gonna like, we're gonna do a lot more research reports. We're gonna do webinars on this stuff. We're gonna be obviously the trading stuff is gonna remain the same. We're gonna add stuff to it too. I'm gonna give you guys like the crypto alerts, the currency alerts as well. Those watch lists. Loving the knowledge mix. I'm here in here every day. I know you are, Alfie. Wasn't continuing higher. It might have been, but initial is leading. So if initial is coming down, then the next readings of continuing, like continuing, is going to mainly be from like what happened prior. Initial is going to be what has just happened, if that makes sense. So, like, continuing is going to show you of those that were filing initial claims, how many of them are now still on. So the new initial is not going to really be calculated into continuing, but if you have really low initial, you can then see that get put into the next rounds of continuing claims. And these are things, guys, and this is I will continue preaching this. You guys realize I could just sit here and it'd be so simple and just be like, ooh, day trading. And you guys can see this too. And this is the problem with people that want to make money in the market. If you look at my Instagram or even my TikTok, TikTok's probably a better showcase of this. I have millions of views on day trading videos. When I give one swing thing, or even I can tell you right now, if I were to go over something this complicated on those platforms, they just wouldn't care. But what they fail to realize is that type of information is the edge, guys. That's what I want everybody to realize and just think information is the edge. It's not some nonsense pattern or indicate nothing. That's not going to help you long term. It's understanding and having your finger on the pulse of the market. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I won't have like the full understanding all the time. Like up in here, where was it? On ES, when we were at the highs and we first started rolling over before Japan started going. Yeah, obviously we were talking about Japan, but there wasn't like a big thesis until Japan broke, which is then where we got into the TBT trade. So not every single time I'll nail it, but we'll still have a way better understanding. And that's it, because since like trading is a zero sum game, remember, and everybody is going to be acting based on the data and the news that they see. If you're able to read what's actually going on, because, and this is a great example, like you saw like these political commentators jumping in on this and like all these other people, and even that Siegel guy who has no idea what he's talking about coming in and saying, oh, well, Siegel, we know was the rate emergency rate cuts, but on the other side, we saw like, oh, conflicts in the Middle East, hot jobs report, and it's like you can kind of say it's the hot jobs report and on NFP just because it's stoking inflation fears. But what's the actual catalyst that was happening at that time? Japan. It's Japan. And it's still going to be Japan because, oh, and Alfie asked a question, what does it mean by fully unwound? The repatriation. So well, it's not really repatriation because it's U.S. hedge funds doing this a lot of the time, going to Japan, getting loans in yen, buying U.S. stocks, getting the spread on it. But um, when we say unwound, it means selling stocks or bonds, taking those dollars, converting them back into yen, and then paying off their loans. That's what unwind means. Not like that's effectively what it means. All right, Expedia still. So the two that I'm looking at today, Expedia and Sweet Green, those are going to be the two that we're going to look for. I have Palantir up here. Yields are getting hit today. So if you guys need to do something with your TBT, that's fine. I'm basically all out of mine. So it's just like, if you think about it, this right here, we entered down in here and it just like 1, 2, 3, 4 days of straight up. I'm like, I'm probably good on that. If it comes down and retests these levels, I'd be fine with a re-entry, because if yields fall from here back down to like 3.8, 3.85, you'd still have those rate cut expectations being way elevated, and we can't have that in the market. So I think for now, and this kind of, it throws a hammer into the TLT idea, because the market's front running. It's front running everything, and that's in they're overdoing it in most cases. Oh my god, guys, we're 7 likes away from 50 likes. I appreciate you. All right, let's do it. You want to learn about all of this? Yeah, I mean, so A-Rock, I don't know if you're in the mastermind, but the mastermind is a great first step. Obviously we talk about trading stuff in there, but it's also the what do you call it? It also gives you the college level financial education, not like the stuff that they teach you. Like, it is some of the stuff they do teach you, but it's the stuff that I know actually matters to reading all of this data and things like that. So, again, that is the only thing that when the Discord does get released, that is going to go up in price. So for those of you guys that still need to hop in there, I'm still going to give you guys the 30% off on that. Just the mastermind. The educational courses is 20% off, because you guys missed the 40% off deal. But for the mastermind, you guys that still need to hop in there, make sure you send me that DM, and I'll send you over the link. Good morning, Daniel. How you doing, man? All right, so Sweet Green and Expedia are really the only two that I'm looking at here this morning. I want to see yields. I mean, we bottom and top take like TBT for now. Can I yell your speakers are weak? I can't do that. Sorry. Hold on. Top gainers. Because I already looked at this, but Docs, what is that? What is this? Because I saw this. Doximity. Package software. Yeah, we're probably not touching this one. We can look, but I don't think so. You're asking us to slide into my, if you guys want the mastermind, yeah. Oops. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that Twitter thread's gonna be good. I might do a longer VIX Insights research report for you guys on that one too, because there's more to it. I just wanted to get that out there on Twitter so like people knew, and talk about it here, because it's just so important. Like, because everybody's gonna be begging for cuts, and it's like, you be careful what you wish for. Cuts are not gonna help anybody right now. They're just not. Do I trade gold? I trade gold when gold looks good. So, and silver. A couple months ago, I had a nasty like 500% silver trade on SLV, the silver ETF. That was great. So, so what I do, BK, is I focus on like, I have a gift at finding stocks that are about to explode before they do, mainly because I have a really good read of markets most of the time in sectors. So like, if gold is gonna rip and silver is gonna go, I'm gonna tell you. Like, if I tell you it's gonna go, it probably is. Like, very similar to how this is a good example. So like, we were talking about Tesla forever. I actually don't hate gold right here, like GLD. It's not my favorite though. Like, we had this gold trade, which was nasty. I think the silver one was here. So this is where we were getting. That's a good one too. Oh my god, it's like I already licked the sidewalk in New York City. All right, where was my silver trade? I think it was this actually. Yeah, March. So this was the silver trade, but here's the good example. So Tesla for a while, like all year long, was just chopping around doing nothing. And what I had told you guys was there's going to be a time this year at some point. Oh, we're 2 likes away and we're less than a minute to go on the stream. But yeah, so what I said was is that Tesla at some point this year was going to give us one of the filthiest trades that we've seen. You just have to wait for it to give you the setup. And that's exactly what we got right here. And people nailed it for multi-thousands of percent. So if gold's going to go, I mean, I will tell you. Is it right now? We'll see. We'll see. Patient zero. Yeah, I'm about to create a whole new virus over here, licking the sidewalk. All right. EXPE, wow, that thing's ripping. Okay. Been watching, not traded. Leo. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it. Yeah, make sure, Leo, if you want to be able to join the new Discord when it releases for free, make sure you hop into those educational courses there. You still have that 20% off going into the end of the month. But if not, I mean, you'll be able to join the other ones. I'm not sure if you're in the courses yet, but if not, there you go. But yeah, welcome, man. You don't do scalps. Scalping has zero edge, and if you're never gonna make money long term doing that, BK. You just won't. Or 99.99% of people won't. So I mean, I have. So think about it this way: the strategy that I use for day trading might have between 5 and 8 trades a month, but it's had 19 winning months in a row. So when you think about it that way, I'd much rather do that if I'm going to day trade than the nonsense that people are going to talk about on social media. You know, there's no edge. There literally isn't an edge. You can think that there is and go for it, but it doesn't make any sense to trade like that. And BK, that may not be something that you want to hear, but it is the truth. And I don't lie to you guys like these other idiots do. Like, I don't sit here and be like, no, do that. No, don't do that. I see people on TikTok and the way that they trade sometimes, and I'm like, you're literally just gambling. Anybody that day trade, okay, anybody that doesn't incorporate like macro and the big picture into their trading is literally just a gambler with more rules. Because think about it like this: you can go to the blackjack table and play by the book. You're still gambling. Shop, you're still in shop. Yeah, Sweet Green is dying. That's gonna be a really big range. Eli Lilly. That was the 5-minute opening range from yesterday. I'm not taking it, but that's interesting that LLY is breaking. Where's UNH? UNH looks like it wants to get hammered down. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll throw an alert here. This is going to be a really big 5-minute range, but we'll see. EXPE is another one that I'm targeting. And again, we're going to have to look at those invalidations at the bottom side of the range because like UPST flashed it, Uber flashed it. I didn't take it, and those ran like crazy for you guys, well over 300%. UPST did flash a little bit below and then broke, and that was like a nice 400%er for us. So we're gonna use our discretion in the best way possible. There, yields down. Where's Palantir? Oh, market's coming up. I don't really have anything here. I think I just have the shorted Palantir puts. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, in this account, that's all I've got. And BK, you should, and I tell this to everybody should be putting the vast majority of their focus on swings because there's more edge. You can use information to your advantage. One more question. BK, you can ask as many questions as you like, man. That's what I'm here for. All right. How long are my lives? That depends. I mean, I usually go from 9 a.m. to like 10:30, 10:15. It's usually how long I go. It's like an hour and a half. Today's probably going to be a 10:15 cutoff day just because I have to get on a train. Do you think it's not possible to earn a lot of money in a larger time frame, like an hour? What do you mean, David? Like the hourly time frame or in an hour? Anything is possible. Like I could make 10,000% on an SPX contracts at the end of the day in like 3 minutes. Like it's possible. Is it something that you want to try to do all the time is the question, which is no. You want to do things that are proven to work over time. Not nonsense, that doesn't have a long-term edge. Hour time frame? I wouldn't trade the hourly. Unless it's something that doesn't close. I wouldn't trade the hourly. because you're gonna get caught in weird positions on the hourly and anything. So like if you would never day trade off an hourly time frame, um, and I really wouldn't swing trade on it. It'd be really like iffy to do that. Oh, O'Reilly setting up again. Interesting. All right, so that's probably gonna invalidate here. Why we're not getting anything? They're not giving us anything. They're being so rude. I almost want UNH puts. I kind of do. Not gonna lie. That looks like it wants to die. That really looks like it wants to die here. Where's Ralph? I need Ralph. Ralph loves the downside setups, and I feel like Ralph would love that one. You like the 5 and 15? Yeah, they're all right for day trading. I mean, the day trading strategy that I teach you guys is off of the 15-minute. The reversal one you can use on the 5-minute. EXPE broke down. How much though? That's a flash. If it holds that, I'd be fine with playing it to the upside. But Sweet Green's still all right. And then what was the other one? Doc, I think what it was. Doc S? Docs, I think. Yeah, this one. Uh-oh. I think this already broke. Yep. Shoot. I just want to check the premiums on this, see how that looks, but it's probably garbage. Not gonna lie. Like this thing I've never heard about, so it's probably got the worst option chain in the history of option chains. Yeah, we're not touching that. We're not touching that. You have my support, BK. RKT pop. Oh, I do like RKT. All right, hold on. Where's it on the daily? I actually do really like that ticker. Do you think that most people who present themselves as traders on the internet are mostly scammers? No, here's what I think, and it's a little different. I think a lot of them are. David, I think a lot of them are. Hold on, I really like RKT here. I think a lot of them are, but here's what they don't realize, because I don't want to sound like a complete a-hole. I really don't. But hold on, I'm gonna see what RKT is doing here and how the premiums look, because I do really like that. What's this? 1950. Okay, I'm gonna give that a little bit, I think. But here's what I think. I don't think they're necessarily scammers. I think they have like a bunch of logical fallacies that they don't realize. And this is what it is. I think a lot of them are just straight scammers. But I think what they think is that what they do works. But what they don't realize is that it just works for them, because they have a certain view of markets, and it's impossible to teach those types of views to people when in reality their trading strategy, they don't realize this, is literally just them staring at candles for years and years and years and understanding where price has a higher probability of moving next. You can't teach that. The only way to do it is to just say, hey, go stare at it for 4 years. And that's what, and there's two reasons. One is that's probably what most people would have to do in order to have success with those types of strategies. And two, the strategies themselves don't actually work, because you're trading in time frames where there's no edge. There is no edge. Sweet Green's coming back. Yep. I like that. So like if you listen to me talk about like macro and how that influences markets and things like that, it's like everybody can learn that and understand these things. Everybody can. And that's where the edge actually is. It's information. It's not some nonsense. Like, I know I'm going to hate on these people a lot, but it's not off of some like stupid fair value gap. Like, that's crazy behavior. Yeah, I'm looking at SG right here. What's the, I think it's this. 40? Yeah. And where's RKT? You're up 60% on Doc S? Nice, Cole. Nice. Yeah, I didn't take that one. I didn't set the range on that one because I just am not familiar with that company, but good for you. That one you could make that free real quick and be good to go. And yeah, team, if you guys enjoy what you're hearing here, make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot spreading these streams out. Just like, and again, this is not like you guys see it. Like I post like day trading videos on Instagram and TikTok. Do you know why I do that? One, they get a boatload of views. And I can convert a lot of you guys into trading a lot smarter by like having a wider net. If I were to just talk about what actually worked all the time, nobody would care. Because it's not what they think works, if that makes sense. It's not like people think things work in the market when they don't. So they're going to buy into all of this nonsense and then just like completely set themselves up for failure forever. You're up 200% on Doc S. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a good one. Where did that thing go? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Cole. Cole, have you made it free? Cole, you're up 200%. What are you doing? Have you made them free yet? Did you have your limit order set up? Cole, Cole. Crowd popped a tiny bit. Yeah, but isn't this thing in the garbage still? Oh, that actually doesn't look bad. Cole, I'm gonna need you to say something here, pal. Don't make me worried about you. Cole. All right, here it comes. Oh, they're being really rude on the option chain on this one. Let's see. Are they going to let us play? I don't think they are. The chain is horrendous on this thing. Like, absolutely god awful. I don't think they're going to let us in here. I actually kind of hate this. Not going to lie. I don't like that. Oh, I think they gave it to me. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so it did it. So now we have some potential fun here. All right, let's see. It's back down. Ooh, it does not like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good work there, Cole. Where's Expedia? All right. Sweet green. Ouch! Am I in anything? Well, I just got filled on the sweet greens, and I got an awful fill, and now they're gonna just run it right to the bottom of the range, which is fine. I mean, if they want to just instantly stop me out on it, that's fine. Do what you got to do, market. Do what you got to do. It's fine. Like if you think about it, like when we hit these for like 500%, it doesn't matter. Like I can get stopped on a few of them. Yeah, EXP got whacked there. All right. Dude, UNH looks like it wants to get hammered. Yeah, Cole. Let's see. You did at 200%. Good work, buddy. Good work, Cole. Okay, I'm kind of stuck in these, but they're size for 0 anyway, so it doesn't matter. What else are we looking at? Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy going on. No, it's literally just like looking at a chart and like where wicks don't touch on like a 3 candle sequence. It's stupid. Like it doesn't make any logical sense as to what it actually is. It literally just means things are moving quick. That's all it means. All right, sweet green. What do you want to do? Zillow wants to break? Zillow was from yesterday, but that doesn't count anymore. It invalidated. Same thing with LLY. I don't know where Eli Lilly is right now, but I mean, it would have. That's not like, even though it broke, like you don't touch that. Uh-oh, Sweet Green's getting hammered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm risking like 5% of the gains from this week on this trade. Like, who cares? Do what you gotta do, Sweet Green. I don't like that it closed down below the 10 EMA there. That's no fun. They baited it real quick for us and then just said, hey guys, nope. The Doc S, though, was nasty. I mean, that's very close. What's it? 32.15? Not a whole lot of room left on that thing. If this thing just runs right to this, I'm just going to run down to the Sweet Green by me and just start yelling. Be like, why are you doing it? I'm just kidding. That Doc S is a nasty one, though. Good work there, Cole. I wish I got that. That chain was wild. So let's see. Oh, man, I think they're going to get us here. That's okay. Come on, Sweet Green. You're going to break like that? And then that was some aggressive break in there, like 30. Then they just said, we don't want that at all. Crowd said bye-bye. Downside? Yeah, it didn't like that. Where'd the market go? Oh, the market just tanked. That's why. You snagged it? Yeah, good work there, Cole. I now have pretty much zero confidence in Sweet Green, but hey, you never know. You never know with these post-earnings moves if they get picked up. What else? What's a Sweet Green? It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like Chipotle for salads, I guess. I guess is what you could call it. Nvidia coming down too. Yeah, we're not doing anything with Nvidia for a while. AMD actually looked semi-decent, but pretty bad under the 10. Like, it didn't look great. Doesn't look great across the board here. Uh-oh. RKT seems resilient. Where is it? Because that I do like. I do really like the RKT. I'm a big fan of the RKT right now. Not going to lie. It's not time yet. It's got a little too much whippiness in it. I'm going to give that a few more days. Then we're going to play around with it. Like, this doesn't have much room. It's got like 40 cents. They got to buy this up right now. Or we're cooked. Oh, no. I mean, you really got to get back above the 10, which is 33.37, which I don't think it's, I mean, that's not looking too hot. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Crowd's back above the 10. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not touching it. The volatility, the IV on that thing is going to be pretty nuts. I'm not going to probably touch anything on crowd, especially with the lawsuits and everything. PG, is it running? I'm going to be disappointed if I... That is setting up. I'd probably go for this on a big break above 171. What is this, 73? Something like that. Okay, well, Sweet Green just popped back up a little. We'll see. You're looking at the 4 hour? Yeah, we'll see. Sweet Green, I got there like crispy rice or whatever it was one time, and it like broke my like bonded retainer that I have in my mouth. I bit it and it went. All right, now it's basically doing the same thing to me again. All right, let's see what it wants to do. If it wants to rip, I mean, I've got an alert at the day high. If it wants to go nuts today, that'd be interesting, but we'll see. We will see. We got a minute left for a new 5-minute candle. Let's see what we get across the board. UNH. I still think that thing wants to get hammered, but I'm not going to touch it. And there goes Doc S right back down. That's why we make those free very quickly. Cole making it free at 200%. You've locked in what? It's 3x. You've locked in 50% on the trade, I think. That's pretty good. A lot of volume on the sweet green. Yeah, I'm just going to sit in it. We'll see. It's just kind of something to do, you know? That's why we're using these post-earnings moves to kind of get us through the market, chop it around. It's just, okay. We've hit, what, 3 massive ones? IBM, 3M was 500%, and then UPST was 500% as well. No, UPST was 420%. I remember that one. That was this week. Netflix looking interesting. I would take a look at that. Yeah, I saw this morning. If Netflix can hold here and kind of chop around, I'd be very interested in that. You're loading up on puts on Sweet Green for their retainer breaking rice. Dude, they got me good. They got me good. All right, Sweet Green's got to push through that 10. It's trying. I got stolen from a little bit on these contracts. This is going to be a tough one. That's okay, though. We'll see. All right, guys. Again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot spreading these streams out here. All right, let's see. Not doing anything here. ES moving down. That's not going to help anybody out. Where's Palantir, actually? How's that doing today? Nice. Yeah. I mean, I do wish I bought some down here. Dude, they just don't want my money on the Palantir. I swear to God. Like I sold those puts. I was hoping so bad that I was gonna get those shares. Nope. Now it's at 29.50. My average is in the 15s. Actually, here's another one. Where's SoFi? Okay, that's interesting because I'm still green on it slightly, basically flat. But I kind of want to wait until if it potentially drops below 6. That's kind of where I want some more SoFi. Those were good buys down in here. So we'll see what we get. Sweet Green. She's peaking. Does not like that 10, though. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Oh, they are just stealing on this option chain right now. Like, aggressively. That's rude. Let's see. And then the Expedia was the other one that we were looking for, but I don't think it's going to do it. EXP. Why do I have this? Why do I have a trade on this? Like a thing on this. That's weird. What the? Why? Where is this coming from? Yeah, what the heck? That's weird. Yeah, no, this one definitely invalidated, so we're not going to be touching that. Where's Chipotle today? Because Sweet Green and Kava. Chipotle is up. How's this? Oh, Chipotle's breaking out. Chipotle is fully breaking out here. And I actually don't hate that. Where's Kava? Is this back down to the 60s yet? Dude, we nailed Kava a few times. Chipotle, I don't hate that though. That looks interesting. Are they stealing on this or what are they doing? I actually like that chain a lot. Oops. Yeah, Sweet Green's just chopping around here, not doing anything. You got 23 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. That's not setting up very well. K and PG. I'm just again, I'm not all that like that's way too extended right now. PG is one that needs a little more time, I think, as well. Tesla hitting a major level. I mean, good for them. We're not going to be touching Tesla. Where's it hitting a major level? This? No. Sweet Green's coming down. We'll see if they let it loose. It doesn't look like they want to. 15 minutes going to look pretty bad on this. See? Chipotle's moving. All right, market chilling. Let's see what we get. Tessie's nothing here. I would look for downside on that one. That does not look good. Chipotle screwing around. PG moving around. I do like how Chipotle looks, though. That's a nice one. All right. Metamaterials seizes operations, files for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Ooh, Chapter 7, I think, is the really bad one. Ooh, that's not good. That is no bueno. Sweet Green's getting whacked here. They're probably going to go for it right there. Unless it gets bought up. It tried to come back, but I don't think that one's going to do it. T-Mobile. Telecom. Hey, man, I would not hate that. That's a pretty good setup there. Yeah. Ooh, Sweet Green just edged it there and bounced. Rudy, if it works for you, go for it. It's not what I use. Let's see. Let's see. Bankruptcy was a buy signal? No. No. Is that MMAT? I think it is. I think it is. I think I'm going to cut the Sweet Green. That's just not looking promising there. Gonna let that one go. That's okay. Let's see. Chipotle still looks interesting here. If this thing can start getting a push, ooh, that would be. I mean, the market's not helping anybody out here. That's like 2 seconds away from coming down to this zone here, 53.01, 30-point drop. That would be nasty. And Sweet Green bounces. That's fine. I got stolen from a little on the chain too. The fill was not great. So contracts aren't moving. So we'll see what happens with that. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The Doc S, though, was a good one from this morning. Shout out to you guys that hit that one. Cole, that was a dirty trade there, buddy. Yeah, look, Sweet Green's right back up. That's fine. I mean, again, this one, this had the same risk that UPST did where it has to move so much. UPST just happened to do it. So that's fine. Take the medicine on that one. Move on to the next one. T-Mobile, I actually really like. I'm like a really big fan of that one. What would... Let's just math it here. T-Mus has been a wonky one. It's a tough one to get right, but that's a nasty looking setup. Chain's kind of all jacked up on it. Not there. Those are good. Let's see. Tessie down. Margot's the market losing it there. Starbucks. I mean, I could see what you're looking at. That needs a lot more time and holding a certain level. Like, it keeps flashing the 10. It needs to start using it as support, not doing what it's doing. Chipotle down. I do like this one, though. This is an interesting ticker. So we're going to see what happens on this. If we break up here, I'd be interested. T-Mobile is very close to getting a break there of all-time highs. Market not having fun, though. And again, team, Discord's launching at the end of the month. I hope you guys are, I mean, I know you guys are excited. But here is the link to all the existing education. And remember, you guys use that 20% off code that I'm giving you. You guys are going to get access to the Discord for free. Not going to have to pay every month. Okay, you guys keep bringing up Kellogg. You don't want to trade this right now. Look, it's way too extended. If you want to do it, go for it. But that is not something that I would be touching here. It is way too extended. Think about 3M. Like 3M looked good, but it was way too extended. Came down, tested. Now it's starting to look good. If you want to go for it, you can go for it. I'm just not going to be touching that one. PG wants it? Does it? Yeah, it is moving a little there. It does look like a slow grind up, though. T-Mobile, I want to see that break. PG had trouble in this range yesterday, 171. This doesn't look great for the market here. Just doesn't. There's not really any data coming out today either, so. When does the mastermind discount end? End of the month. And can you pay monthly with the discount? Yes, you can, Alfie. So the same way that you could pay monthly for the courses, you can pay monthly for the mastermind. So that is another thing too that I don't think people realize. Like, you guys, even when you use that discount code for either the courses or something alerted here. Yeah, sweet green drop. So I'm happy I cut that. Even the courses too, it allows you to pay over time. So you don't have to pay it all at once. So I have some open trades. Not really, no. I mean, I cut the sweet green. I don't really have anything now. I'm looking to get Chipotle and maybe what do you call it? T-Mobile if it breaks, which T-Mobile's about to. Market pop there. That's interesting. I think this is about to hit it. What is it? 193.98. So it's basically 194. Those premiums are horrendous. Those are also terrible. Those are terrible too. Why are they being mean on the T-Mobile chain? You can use buy now, pay later using the payment platforms like PayPal. Yeah, yeah. So if you guys, again, yeah, I mean, I haven't talked about that, so I mean, I probably should, but yeah, you guys are able to pay over time when you hop into the courses, which also is going to get you the Discord for free. It's not like I can't see if you do that or not. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, make sure you do, because that's a great way to be able to hop in there and then not have to pay for the Discord at all when I launch it. Why are they being so weird on T-Mobile? It's about to break. I don't know where I can get a fill here. I have to sling like that. Chipotle's moving. T-Mobile baited it there, but it couldn't get through. What else? I mean, Chipotle looks good. I've got that alert at the high. I do really like that setup. You definitely should promote that you can buy through a firm monthly. That's big for people. Yeah, I just forget about that. So yeah, guys, I mean, all you do is in the checkout area, you just select like a firm or whatever it is, and I'm pretty sure you don't have to like it's not increased. Like it's still the same price. You just pay it over time. So yeah, that 20% discount code is STV20. The link's in here for those of you guys that still got to take advantage of that. This thing's itching, I think. Do I use chart patterns? Well, everything is a pattern. I mean, you could say what I do a lot. Like you could look at what I do and be like, it's a flag, and be like, well, sort of. But I like periods of consolidation for like specific reasons. Like it's not like, oh, I'm not trading it because it's a pattern. I'm trading it because of what it's RKT new day high. I actually might do something on that. Because of what it says about buyers and sellers. You know? Like if a stock moves up big and then goes flat, what does that tell you? It tells you that the sellers are not strong enough to push it back down and the buyers are still there. So the next move is probably still right around the corner. And that's how stocks look right before they're about to explode. So technically, it is a pattern, but I wouldn't say it's like, ooh, head and shoulder, like not that type of stuff. Because you can't backtest those. That's impossible. Like you can't backtest a head and shoulders pattern. It's impossible. They don't all look the same. RKT does look good here. You know, like it's sort of, but not really. If that makes sense. T-Mobile is looking a bit spicy here. There's Chipotle. What am I in? I grabbed a little T-Mobile and I have a little Chipotle. That's it. I'm not doing anything crazy, guys. Like this is not the market environment to be slinging things. It just isn't. Like I'm taking like 0.25%, 0.5% risk on stuff. The sweet green was even lower than that. I was like, yeah, I'm not playing around with that. There's no reason to because the market's still whipping around all over the place. T-Mobile looks good though. T-Mobile and Chipotle do look good. So I have starters. Basically, you could say it's like a starter on Chipotle. If Chipotle breaks above the day high, I'd probably get a little more. T-Mobiles are up 5%. That's good. The Chipotles are showing that they're red, but that's just the spreads. But it's so small, it doesn't matter. I do really like this. Speaking of like T-Mobile, where's like AT&T and Verizon? AT&T looks good. VZ. That's pretty interesting there. That is pretty interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, we're just letting things cook, man. I mean, we're gonna let this market being where it is. I'm not the biggest fan of because if you look at it, T-Mobile's going a little. I'm not getting RKT yet. RKT it needs a little bit more time to build out the thesis. We also have literally 1 day of 10-year yields being down, so got to be careful with that. But if you look at ES on the daily, this is what I want to see. I need it, but I don't need it. I would prefer for ES to somehow get a close at some point above this 10. You're my role model. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. T-Mobile's moving a bit there. These premiums are a little wonky, so we're gonna see. Okay, those are up nice now. Now they're probably not. We'll see. But that's really what I want to see out of the market. Shift the trend a little because then you can go into these periods of data where CPI next week. If you get inline CPI or little hot, this market rips. And I think that's going to catch everybody off guard, which is going to be so hilarious to watch on Twitter, where everybody's going to be so shocked if there's a hot CPI and the market rips. They're going to be like, "What?" It's the recession fears is what everybody's worried about right now. All right, Chipotle's moving. That's nice. Out here being a hero. I didn't do anything. I mean, I did give you the doc ass this morning, but that's not like that thing came down. It did run 200%, but it's not like now you're in it for free. It doesn't matter now. Sweet Green was not very nice to us. Chipotle looking pretty good though. T-Mobile hanging around, not really doing a whole lot. I'll just throw an alert at day high for fun. Market getting a little action there. When you say hot CPI, does that mean higher than expectations? Yeah. In line, I think would be perfect. Like right on the number. I think market pops on that. Not like crazy, but because think about it, if yields continue lower into CPI and it comes out hot, that's gonna re-rate. I mean, those yields are gonna pop. You got in on RKTB, you got some time on them. That's probably this month. That was the other thing I was thinking about is getting it, but getting like October's or something. But I don't really want any of that right now. I think RKT could. We've done some crazy work on RKT in the past. Let me see if I still have the setups on here that we took. Here's one of them. Here's another one. That was a 1-6. This was the nasty one. And then I think we did it in here too. So we've traded RKT a couple of times with unbelievable success. So again, there's no need to force it right now. I think this could give us a really good setup. If it can consolidate right up in here, which would be awesome, you get a break of 1874. Perfect. That's what you want to see. Like in an ideal scenario, that's what I want to see. With also the market moving above the 10, which it's running right. That's a big candle. Hold on. Let me check the news feed really quick. Israel braces for biggest test of air defense from Iran. That's 15 minutes ago. I don't know why the market would rip on that. T-Mobile looking good, trying to make a new high. Let's see. T-Mobile can do it. It's just whipping around at 194. Chipotle's trying. Yields are still down. I mean, that was a great move in yields though, from like low 3.7s up to 4. That was great. Look at this market go, man. Woo! Pumping. Just ripping. What's going with it? Like, where's Netflix? Because Netflix was one that we kind of had interest in, but like not yet. Yeah, this Netflix next week could be disgustingly good for us. So I'm gonna go through tickers today on my trading ride, and then we'll have them for next week. But yeah, make sure you guys are following the new Twitter account. The old Twitter account doesn't exist. Like the Short the Vix one account that had like I don't know 28,000 followers does not exist. This is the new Twitter account. We made a new one. I like it better. I like new Twitter account a lot better than old Twitter account. It's more fun. Let's see here. About to get new 15-minute candles. Let's see. Short squeeze? No. No, this is a relief rally. You just have to see if it's actually going to be a relief rally or if it's going to fade really hard on Japan. But guys, 10:15 in the morning. I got to head out a little early today just because I got to hop on a train in a little bit and like do stuff, you know? So that's gonna wrap it up for this week. Again, what a week, man. I mean, the Palantir shorted puts, the TBT, the 500 or 400% UPST, that was great. Sweet Green got me a little paper cut there, but we'll see what happens with Chipotle and then T-Mobile over here. Chipotle looks really good. We'll see what happens with that one, and then go into next week, kind of with a fresh slate, still attacking those earnings setups because again, you hit a couple of them, you're all good to go. Like Cole over there with the like I don't know 200% on Doc S. That's a good one. Docs. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be tweeting a lot probably today and this week, so be on the lookout for that. We're gonna be replying to people, sharing our thoughts. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, also, again, little last reminder here. It's a Friday. I know a lot of you guys like to hop in on Fridays. Here's the link to get all the education, the day trading mastery course, the Swing Kings course. And once you guys do that, make sure that you follow STV Swing Kings on Twitter. Send that account a DM with your email so that you can hop in. Just make sure you get the watch list. And remember, you guys are able to pay over time with it too. I always forget to mention that because I don't know. I just don't. But yeah, so there you guys go. I mean, it really kind of lowers the upfront cost of it for those of you guys that want to hop in. So there you go, man. You guys have a great weekend. I'm going to probably get into trouble. But yeah.